morning, guys. So today we are headed over to the Wrangell St. Elias National Park, which is near McCarthy, Alaska. On the way, we're going to stop for fuel in Volcana and then head down to McCarthy, refuel, and then we're going to try to find a spot to either camp or look for a public use cabin. I have all of my camping gear already in the plane. I brought that just in case I have to camp. I'm bringing Yabo along with me. Yeah, so my plane is super full right now. There's a lot of stuff in here. It's kind of a mess, but there's Yabo. Say hi, Yabo. You ready to go on a trip? Got a bunch of stuff back there. Got the Spot X. And my whole belly pot is full. So there's a lot of stuff, a lot of survival gear. You have just about everything that we could need in a survival situation. Got plenty of dog food. Because it's a 2-hour flight to Volcana, I don't think I'm going to video that flight. I don't think it's going to be very exciting. But as for now, we're going to start flying. It's right around 8 o'clock. It's about to be 8 o'clock. Hoping to get to Volcana by 10:15 or so. So we're going to be on the way. We just left. Say bye, Yabo. Say bye. So we landed here at what they call Peavine Strip. And there are some public use cabins here. And we didn't even fly into McCarthy yet. I thought it would be a good idea to stop off here first and unload some gear prior to refilling the plane, because I just didn't want to land here for the first time and be super heavy. As you can see, it's a pretty gnarly entry that way. It's pretty sweet. It was an awesome landing. I didn't video it, so I'll have to video that next time I come in. But for now, I think we're going to go check out the cabin, make sure it's okay. I'll fill you guys in once we get to the cabin. All right, so there's 2 different public cabins here. This is the first one. It's smaller. It's meant for like 3 people. I had already checked this one out, but I will show you guys inside. So there's a nice little screen door. They have a wood stove, a bunk bed. Got a table here. Got 2 different windows, one in the back, one in the front. I don't think we're going to stay in this one. I checked out the other one, and the other one seemed a lot cooler. So I'm probably gonna stay in there, even though it's bigger. All right, so I'm gonna lock this one back up. And we'll put down the window. And we'll lock that. It's got a little chain mechanism. So this was one of 2 cabins. This one's the smaller one. We're not gonna stay at this one. There's nothing wrong with this one. It was just kind of hot in there. I walked into the other one and it was like a cool, like 65 degrees. A stellar view. Just kind of looking at the mountains. I'm not sure if you can tell, but it looks like there's an old mine right there. So I'm assuming this place was probably built back in the day for mining, and it's now public use cabins. So here's the second public use cabin, and this is the one that I'm going to be staying at. As you can see, it's quite a bit bigger than the other one. Definitely way more than what I need. But 2 big windows. We have like 6 different beds. I guess this is the countertop. Brought in some of my stuff. We got an axe here, a couple axes, rake, badminton set, and they have this nice wood stove. They have some wood over here, but not a whole lot. I think we might have a fire outside over there to try to get rid of some of these bugs because they are already getting pretty bad. Close that up for now. We're gonna go back and get some more of our luggage and get our baggage, Yabo. But this place is just amazing. So beautiful. All right, so we just had lunch. It's around 1:30 now, maybe 2 o'clock. I think we're going to go fly. Maybe go see a glacier or just explore, maybe land on some gravel bars. I'm not entirely sure yet. The wind's blowing pretty good. I think it's called the Nazina Glacier. It's just right down this valley right here to the right. I may end up going down there. Yeah, we may go land there and try to hike some and see what we can find.
When I was a child and I lived in the city, I dreamed of Alaska, so far away, and I dreamed I was flying over mountains and glaciers. Somehow I knew that I'd live there one day. Well, it took me some growing and a fair bit of schooling and a little bit of trouble to get on the move. And I felt like a loser, but I turned out the winner when I came to Alaska, land that I love. Here's to Alaska, here's to the people, here's to all that is to the free, here's to my life in a chosen country, here's to Alaska and me. I was born in a cabin on Little Mole Cheltenham, raised in hard times, but I had a good life. From the first time I flew with my father a-singing, I knew that I'd wind up a blush pilot's wife. We sleep near the sound of a slow running river, wake up most mornings to a drizzle and rain. We live every day the first or the last one, with nothing to lose, having to gain. Here's to Alaska, here's to the people, here's to the wild, and here's to the free. Here's to my life in a chosen country. Here's to Alaska and me. Oh, for a fire on a cold winter's night, once more to gaze at the great northern lights. For all of the beauty my children will see, here's to Alaska and me.
So we just got back from our evening flight. It was really turbulent this evening. I was over there at the strip by the glacier, and there's like these little, they're not windsocks, but they're flags. And they have them on both ends of the runway. I had a 10-knot tailwind at the beginning of both sides of the strip. So where the end of the strip meets the valley, you had wind coming that way. And then where the end of the strip meets the glacier, you had wind coming from that way. And it was meeting right in there in the middle, creating this swirling effect. So I wasn't able to land there. Unfortunately, I was looking forward to that one. But we're gonna call it a night, I think. Get our camp ready for sleeping. I woke up at like 5 this morning, so I'm pretty exhausted. Probably eat some dinner and call it quits. Maybe get an early start flying tomorrow. I haven't yet made it into McCarthy, so I need to go in there. I'll definitely have to go to McCarthy to refuel, so that's something I'll do. But other than that, I'm not exactly sure if I would do anything else in McCarthy. There's a nice logbook. Goes back 2019. This logbook starts right around 2001. So yeah, 21 years of people staying here and logging their time. I'll be sure to write in it as well. I've read through a few. There's some good ones. People mentioning bears by the airplanes and stuff like that. Good morning. So Yabo and I just woke up. Yeah, we slept okay. Didn't really have any issues throughout the night. I got a good 8 hours of sleep in, and I think we're pretty much ready to go. We have to pack up some stuff still, but the plan is to go to McCarthy now because I need fuel. But the cabin worked out really well. It definitely kept the bugs out. I was nervous that there was going to be mosquitoes biting me all night, but it didn't turn out being that way. So I was happy about that. I'm sure Yabo appreciated it as well. Had some granola again, and we're ready to start our day. We really enjoyed sitting on the bench outside and looking up at the mountains and having the peace and quiet out here. I really wish that Rachel could have seen all this because it's just awe-inspiring. I'll definitely have to bring her out next time. But I am glad that Yabo got to see it because Yabo had a blast. How'd you sleep, Bobo? How'd you sleep? How'd you sleep, buddy? You tired? Don't be fooled. Yabo slept in a very comfortable sleeping bag. All right, I got the windows all locked up. We're almost ready to go. Place is pretty much clean. Picked up all my trash. Now we'll walk up this and head out. All right, Yabo. Ready to go for a ride? Let's go, buddy. Come on. All right, the plane's all loaded up. I guess we're ready to kiss this place goodbye. Gonna miss it. These mountains are just something else. I know the video's not doing it justice, but we're gonna head to McCarthy, refuel, and maybe we'll video there. See ya.
Against grass.
just landed at McCarthy Airport. We're gonna refill the plane now, and yeah. Maybe let Yabo go pee. You gotta go pee, Yabo? Yeah, that was fun. It's a nice little strip. The glacier is really weird. There's dirt all over the bottom part of it. Never seen anything quite like that. Definitely an interesting sight. But it's hot in here, so I'm gonna get on the plane, refuel. Yabo and I made it back to Golcana. The smoke was really bad. We ran into a rainstorm at one point, and then there was a thunderstorm on the other side of us. I think Yabo's pretty much done, ready to be home. There are a couple more thunderstorms that we're gonna have to, I guess, find out a way to go around. And also there's more smoke, like in the Matanuska area, from Golcana to Matanuska. So we're just gonna play everything really slow and see how it plays out. All the cameras are dead, so I can't record it. So wish us luck. So we made it back to Anchorage yesterday, and today it's the next day. I'm back at the airport just to kind of clean out the plane. Right when I left Golcana yesterday, there were two storm cells that I was either gonna have to find a way to go around or in between. And I started going around both of them and ended up seeing that I was gonna get caught because the storm cell was moving the way that I was going to be flying around. So I decided to go around the complete opposite way, which was over mountains. So I had to climb up to around 6,000 feet and had a window between the clouds and the mountain of about 1,000 feet. I split the gap between the clouds and the mountain, and it was raining this whole time. At some point I thought maybe I would need to go land on one of these dirt roads. I was kind of over this foresty park area that I'm familiar with, and so I knew I would be able to land on one of those dirt roads if I needed to. So I decided to go ahead and try to go over the mountain and see what it was like on the other side. And it did look a little better, but I mean, visibility was not great. And I was trying to keep an airport in sight at all times, I wanted to make sure I had an out at all times. I was definitely cognizant of that, and I almost put it down one time at Eureka Roadhouse, but then I saw I can make it to another point, so I'm gonna fly there, and I knew an airport was near that place. So once I got there, I was fine, and then saw that there was another airport that I thought I could get to, so I got to that airport, and then so on and so on all the way to the Chickaloon area. So once I got to Chickaloon, all the way from Chickaloon, Palmer, Birchwood, back to Anchorage, weather was great. Although there was still some smoke, it just wasn't near as bad. There were no thunderstorms, that I had to deal with. That was a bit of a sketchy experience for me just because I hadn't really flown in weather like that without an attitude indicator before. I don't have an attitude indicator in my plane. So flying in situations like that make me a bit uncomfortable because ideally I'd like to be able to climb up into the clouds and if the situation got really bad, you know, have an out that way. Without an attitude indicator, it makes it a little bit more sketchy. If you've made it this far along in the video, you're a trooper, so appreciate it. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Have a couple more adventures planned, probably in the next week or two. So stick around for that. Hopefully we'll be able to get some videos out for those trips. Y'all stay safe out there and take care. Peace.